This 2-shot bar setup will guarantee you a 2-shot kill at any range, making it actually one of the most broken ARs in Vanguard. Like, this thing is unbelievably good. With all that said, I dropped you guys a nasty B2 rocket in the spawn traps. Oh my god, they were so sexy. Here's an overview of the class I was using in today's banger gameplay, and then here's an overview of that secondary. Ladies and gents, let's get right into this. Okay, so for this weapon, one of the attachments that you need to have on this weapon is going to be the Cherry 18-inch rapid barrel. So it's going to increase that power, but it actually has a hidden stat. It's going to increase the vertical recoil control, which doesn't really make sense. Like, how does your gun have less recoil as you fire the weapon faster? Especially when we're going to be throwing on the 50 BMG rounds. Like, that really doesn't make sense, but we are going to get more recoil control. We are going to lose all of our horizontal, but trust me, you're not going to really notice it. And then we are losing that sprint to fire speed, which is annoying, but we are going to be throwing on that no stock, which is going to increase the overall mobility, making it a little bit better for rushing. But the way that you want to use this weapon is by strafing. You just want to strafe around the map. You want to know where the enemy's going to be at, and then you want to strafe around the corner and kill them, and pretty much you are not going to lose a gunfight if you're doing that. We are going to be losing more sprint to fire speed, so you got to really strafe with the weapon, but the no stock is going to add a lot of ADS speed, and ADS speed on this weapon isn't the best, so it's going to feel a lot better. And then for the next attachment, so the iron sights do feel okay on the weapon. I was having a little bit of fun with them. The iron sights that I prefer is going to be the Cherry or Sherry, however you say that, LB. This is a very clean iron sight, but the gun is very bouncy, and so I noticed when I was running the slate reflector, the weapon wasn't as bouncy, making it a little bit easier to hit my shots. So if you want, you can try out the iron sights. You'll get more ADS speed, but I just like that slate reflector. And then for the next attachment on the underbarrel, because there is a lot of vertical recoil on the weapon, not much horizontal, or yeah, you can't really notice the horizontal, which is why I'm running the carver over the hand stop, and there's just so much more vertical. And so if you run the carver foregrip, it's going to add a lot of vertical recoil control and a little bit of horizontal, severely reducing the bounce of the weapon. Still going to be a little bit bouncy, but not nearly as bouncy as it was before. And then also to help with that, we are going to be adding the Mercury silencer, which is going to add some sound suppression, making it a little bit harder for the enemies to find us. And then we get vertical and horizontal recoil control, which is amazing. We are losing some of our effective damage range, but this thing already has insane damage range, and so that's not going to matter. You're not going to notice that whatsoever. If I am playing on a smaller map and most of my engagements will always be close quarters, I am going to be running that recoil booster just to increase that fire, allowing me to kill the enemy 6% quicker. But there is going to be a little bit more recoil, which is the reason I like that Mercury on most maps. For the rear grip, typically we would be running that stipple grip tape, but this weapon already has a lot of recoil no matter what. Like, when you add this stippled, you're not going to notice the difference. And so when I added, I believe it was the pine tar grip, I did notice this. This adds a lot of vertical to the weapon, severely reducing that bounce, but we are hurting your ADS speed a little bit more, and so that's why you got to strafe walk a lot with this weapon. If you are playing on a very tiny map like Shipment, Das Haus, you might be able to get away with doing the using the fabric grip. For the magazine, we are going to be adding the .50 BMG 30 round mag. This is going to severely make the weapon broken. If you look at those detailed stats, brings up the damage to 68, and then we're getting more damage range, more bullet velocity, and so the gun is going to feel like hit scan no matter the range. It's always going to be a 2-shot kill because the damage range is insane, and then that damage is insane. There are a lot of cons, like we are losing our fire rate, but that's why for the barrel we got the Cherry barrel, and then if you want, you can add that recoil booster. And then we are losing movement speed, ADS speed, recoil control, and so it does make the gun very bouncy, but you're killing the enemies in 2 shots. Like, it's actually so broken, which you guys will see in the gameplay, and you got to watch the gameplay. It is required. And then for the ammo, I believe I was accidentally running the lengthen. You honestly don't need the lengthen because the bullet velocity is already 1,000 meters per second. You don't need it past that, and so I recommend running the FMJ. It's just going to take one less bullet through cover. For the proficiency, we are going to be adding the sleight of hand because we only got 30 bullets, and the fire rate isn't the quickest, so you're not going to be like blowing through ammo, but you are going to be having to reload a little bit more often. So I like to do the sleight of hand, use the sleight of hand so I can reload a little bit quicker. Tried out the other ones like hard scope, focus, but you don't really need it. And like, the hard scope is nice, but you're not going to really be sustaining fire. You're just going to, fire enough to kill the enemies. You're not going to, I don't know if that makes sense. You're not going to really sustain fire with only 30 bullets. You got to be a little bit more conservative with your ammo. And then the focus, you don't really notice that flinch resistance, and I just know sleight of hand was the best one. Lastly, for the kit, you want to run the fully loaded or the on hand. If you're very aggressive and you don't need extra ammo, run the on hand. Makes it so you can pull out your weapon a little bit quicker after using equipment. The fully loaded will just give you extra ammo, and that's why we are running that for this gameplay. Here's an overview of my favorite bar setup in Vanguard. And just remember, if you want, you can swap out that muzzle for something else, or you guys can swap out other things for your liking.
Charlie.
Oh, no, what the fuck, teammate, shoot the bitch. Okay, boys, we got the bar. We're on Spear. Absolutely hate this map because the way that this map is played is that people just sit on both sides and you just look at each other from across the map and you shoot each other. There's not much movement. Like, right now I'm not moving much, but I will try to get them into a nice spawn trap. That is one thing I do like about the map. But the spawn traps are great. It's just the way that it's played. I just don't like how this map flows. There is no flow, actually. It should be spawning back there. Oh my god, it's a fucking orgy. Let's go. They're gonna be behind us. I love this gun. It's so fun to use. Well, honestly, one of my favorite guns. I fucking hate the movement. Just want to make sure I don't die from behind. This is the game, I mean the map that I always die from behind. Come on, come on. Yo, I want them to push down here. There's one guy. Come on, doggos. Doggos should help out a lot. I need the enemies to go down here so I can get the spawn trap going. Except for my teammates. No, that's a dog spawning there. I was like, why are my teammates spawning in here? Okay, doggos. Local reinforcements. There we go. There we go. It's impossible to die with this weapon. I just want these guys to push in a little bit more. It seems like they love the outskirts of the map, which is fine. It's just it would be a little bit more fun if they moved around a little bit more. Dude, you literally cannot lose a gunfight if you see the enemy first. Like, sometimes the recoil will get you at range if you're not used to the class. But if you're used to it, you should be fine. Oh, fuck, that was so many of them. Dude, it's so quiet that all of a sudden they just pop out of nowhere. I have Satan's butthole. So they love this side. Yeah, he's laying down. What are you doing, dude? I'm gonna climb this ladder. What are they doing back there? This is so weird. Why do you play like that? This thing has crazy damage range to like 3,000 in or something. Like, that's a lot of inches. So this thing will pretty much always be a 2-shot kill. No, I was behind the wall. Dude, my fucking latency is 98. It shouldn't be that bad. Like, I shouldn't be dying behind walls as much as I am. I feel like that 98 is actually like 198. Get out of your spawn. Okay, I think we're flipping, which might be really good just because the enemies... Oh my god, that's why I love this gun. I think I just gotta sit in here. Let them come to me. It seems like they're actually flooding in. Oh, weirdo. Oh, weirdos. What the fuck? Where did you come from, Narnia? Okay, doggos spawn in. Roll out. Okay, this is huge. Now we know where the enemies are going to be at. No. No, dude. Why? Oh, let's go, let's go. The recoil almost got me there when I jumped up on the ledge. Okay, teammates are spawning down here. Dude, if that counter can go away ASAP, that would be a game changer. You pretty much need to know where the enemies are always going to be at if you're using this class. As you guys can see, I'm barely winning the gunfights when I rush, but if I'm like strafe walking, I win like every gunfight. And then when you strafe walk, you get like rotational aim assist, so that does help a lot, honestly. We haven't got the nuke yet, but we still have a lot of time left. Too much going on, too much going on. I gotta like actually focus so much. Like there's so much going on this map. Okay, I don't like how we have B flag and not like an ARC flag. An AOC flag. Knee slapper, boys. That was hilarious. That was the funniest joke you heard all day. No, what the fuck are you doing back there? Are you picking your butt? What the fuck? Sorry if I swear too much. I feel like I get you guys in trouble if you're a little bit younger. You're watching this on the big screen, and all of a sudden I just yell out just the horrible things. And then your parents are probably like, yeah, you can't watch that guy anymore. No more. No more Cbass. Cbass too toxic. There's a guy right there. Yeah, the 22. Let's go, boys. Come on, give me that nuke. No, what are you doing back here? This is not how you get kills. This is why you're 1 in 6. Okay, honestly, boys, we're just gonna sit here and let the enemies flood into us because we are 1 off that nuke. Let's go, let's go. Come on, give me that nuke. We want that nuke. Strict 3, 2, 1, and boom, that's the nuke. Let's go, boys. Leave a like for that. And if you are new, subscribe. I want to hit I want to try to hit 4,000 subscribers. 40,000. I think we're past 4. I want to hit 40,000 subscribers before Modern Warfare 2 comes out. I don't know if we can do that, but that would be a very cool accomplishment. Just have 40k, nice little 40k before the new game comes out. Also, one thing that I think is a little bit, you know, not messed up, but kind of messed up. I wish these multiplayer Vanguard creators like Proms, Cujo, and myself, I wish we got invited to go play Modern Warfare 2. The only reason I say that is because we're the only multiplayer creators that had actually been making Vanguard content pretty much. Like, you don't really see any other creators pulling more than 100k at least or something on this game. Like, we're the 4 biggest ones, not to, like, you know, have an ego. And none of us got invites, and I feel like that's a little bit messed up, which another reason I think that's messed up. Oh my god, what are you doing? Another reason I think it's messed up is that some of the creators that got invited to go out there, I pull more views than them. And so if Activision's just trying to bring people out there that pull views, like, they should invite me over this other guy. You know, like, congrats to him, but it just doesn't really make sense. I think you just gotta, I don't even know. I think it's just who you know. Let's go, boys. We got the nuke. 112 kills. Not too bad. Could have got a little bit more, but we kept on dying. But yeah, I just, you know, I wish I got invited out. I think I pull a decent amount of views to where I can get them good advertisement. And I feel like most of the Vanguard community knows me. You know, I think I should have gotten an invite pretty much, but we are all good. Or at least, you know, like ears or proms, like they pull a decent amount of views. Let's see this though. 120, and it doesn't show me the desk. Get nuked, motherfuckers.